Here's the unpleasant truth. You already have coaches, and they're inadvertent choices. Your neighbors are your coaches, your spouse, your co-workers. So many times people come up to me and say, I heard that. And what they mean is, they were chatting with somebody, they took that person's advice, and they're interested in following it, they just want to check it out with me. And if you're doing that, in fact you are doing it, basically you're taking advice from people who are not skilled at all, who may know actually nothing about that, and your neighbor will say something like, interest rates are going up, oh my gosh, so then you believe it.
Yeah, when someone says the neighbor says, it's usually they do completely the opposite.
Even when you say, I read in the newspaper that, because the newspaper doesn't write articles. Individual journalists who earn less than you write those articles. And then you take their advice, inadvertently.
Behind every great entrepreneur, there are people guiding them. And people have often said to me in an interview, where does the credit? I've worked very hard, I've invested in my education, but it wasn't for people like George or Neil or Paul or Jay Abraham or Mark. I mean, it's amazing the amount of time I spent coaching, but I've learned the old way was I'll cut 4 times and measure once. That is not a smart way to do business. I now measure 4 times and cut once. So I make very few mistakes now to make sure that, and then obviously I test so that because you learn from them, but mistakes, because when you look back at your life, and one of my coaches said this, if you did a timeout and we were to rewind everything, and had you made X decision, this would have happened. Had you done this, that would have happened. Or, you know what I mean? Everywhere there's decisions along the road, and most people don't make decisions. They're afraid. Here's the advice I could say, and George will tell you that because it's something that Mr. Trump's amplifies, was you pay for the best and you get the best results. You pay for what you get. If you don't spend any money investing in yourself, you're going to get nothing. It's that simple. If you want to be top 1, you have to be willing to do what the top 1 people do. So let's take a few questions.